Yes, it's a boy, Elzenitho. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. Today, we are going to be doing something amazing. We are going to be combining the power of Midjourney AI, Photoshop, and Filmora. The reason why we're going back into this tutorial is because Midjourney has really improved, and there's a better way to now get high definition artworks, as well as creating your effects on Photoshop. Then also Filmora has also improved significantly, and so we're going to be using these three tools to create something very amazing and cool, right? So the first thing we want to do is to understand how to get high definition artworks on Midjourney using prompts. And yeah, and this is a new gig, like this is a new job for some persons. They are called prompters. They know how to properly input words that will give you high definition artworks. But because we can't do that, all we can do is copy their prompt and adjust it to suit our own vibe and stuff. So let's just jump right into it. So we're going to go straight into Midjourney. If you don't have Midjourney, just go to Midjourney and sign up. But I'm not going to. I mean, I've done a tutorial previously on Midjourney signing up and all. So I'm just going to open my profile, and this is what I've created so far. You can see amazing stuff. I've just not been sharing it because I just, I'm trying to look for a way to probably create a new IG page where I just show AI stuff. I don't want it to, I don't want to like mix it with my personal designs like Photoshop and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So where you want to come to now is what we call community feed. If you click on community feed, right, you are going to see amazing artwork that have been created by some amazing persons. Now, these people that have created this artwork, most of them or 90% of them are actually art gurus. Like they actually create art for a living, so they understand what to put into the AI to generate amazing artwork like this. And so Midjourney has made it so easy for us to be able to like copy their prompt and adjust it to suit our own artwork or whatever it is we want to create. So I'm just going to look for one particular one I'm looking for. I like this one, right? But I mean, it's giving dark vibes. So there's this particular one I saw. I hope I can still see it. I'm just going to scroll down a bit. You can see amazing artwork. Just dope. I saw a particular one that I really love us to create something African, goddess kind of vibe, like a kind of like a daughter of Zion kind of vibe. Yeah, I think I will name it Daughter of Zion. So I'm just going to scroll down a bit. I think I'm about to see it. Hopefully we see it quickly. It's some amazing artworks. Like the definition is just high, and so it's very easy for you to just pick a prompt and just use it for yourself. Yeah, this is it. This particular image is what I want to use. So I want to create something like this, then turn into a goddess, something related to goddess vibe, give it some lightning, some effects, just jack it up and stuff like that. So yeah, now that if you see a particular artwork you want, not you want, but a particular artwork that is similar to what you want to create, what you can then do is this. These three buttons here, just click on it and you'll see copy, open and save, or follow creator. Let me follow the creator. So when you click on copy, you would see full command, prompt and job ID. What you want to copy is the prompt. The prompt is the set of words, the set of action commands that was given to the AI that generated this. So just click on copy. And the moment you copy, you're going to go to your Discord. You're going to go to your Discord. This is my Discord, right? And under my Discord, I have Open AI. It's a group that I am part of. I have Midjourney. I have Adobe Creative. I'm also a part of the Adobe Creative Discord channel and some other ones. But what we are interested in is the direct message. Now, if you are using trial, right, you won't go to your direct message. You'll go to Midjourney itself, and then under Midjourney you see trial support or newbies. Then you can put in your prompts, right? So, but because I have subscription, I can easily use my direct message to chat up the bot, and this is it, Midjourney bot, right? And you can see this is the recent one I created using this same scope I want to explain to you. Now, when you come to your direct message and you see your Midjourney bot, that's if you subscribed, you can come down here, and anytime you want to create an artwork, the first thing you want to do is click on the slash button, slash. Then immediately you click on slash, command button comes out, command information comes out, and what you want to click on is imagine. So when you click on imagine, that particular prompt we copied, you just control V. You can see how you can see how humongous and large the wordings are. On normal day I won't even be able to like type all this. So but this is the prompt that generated that amazing artwork, right? And so we are going to use the same prompt, but we are going to change a bit of stuff, right? The first thing we want to change is, instead of beauty goddess, we are going to put African beauty goddess, right? Now we ensure it is full body, voluminous. Just check anything that needs to be changed. In most cases you don't need to change so many things, right? But yeah, let's just assume I'm done with this. I only want to include African so that it can give me more African options. And when you are done, you can just press enter. And when you press enter, you'll see that your bot is taking a bit of time to load the images. It's going to give you 4 options, right? Now, it's in less than a minute, we are going to have our image. So we are going to just pause and come back. Oh, I don't even need to pause. So we have this here. I mean, it's a super fast tool, and just wait for it to load, and we'll be good to go. So it's loading 62%. You can see the percentage increase here. Still loading. Now you can see how amazing this is. Like, it's just amazing. Like, I literally didn't do anything. Like, all I did was just copy the prompt, and I just added African to give this African vibe, right? And look at what we have. Amazing stuff. And so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, which one do we feel we can work with, like in terms of creating that effect that we need? I mean, they're all very beautiful, right? But I want one that is facing the camera so that it can be easy for us to crop it out. And so for that, we'll be using either 1 or 2. And I think I'll be going with 2. 1 is a bit exposed, like, you know, her body is a bit exposed, and we don't really want that. 2 is also exposed, but it's not as obvious as 1. So we're going with 2, and to do that, we'll just come down here. U means upscale, V means variation. So if you click on V, it means give me another variation of this sample. So if you click on U, it means give me upscale this selection. So since we are choosing number 2, we are going to press U2, that is upscale this second one, and you're going to give it a moment as well, 1 minute or less for it to upscale. This is just amazing. This is amazing. If I open it in browser, you will see the high definition quality. So let's just wait for this to load. Now, one thing about Midjourney, I know a lot of persons have always been, there are a lot of persons out there that feel Midjourney is not the way to go when it comes to artwork and stuff. And I totally understand their point of view when it comes to the fact that artwork is supposed to speak an idea and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there are certain things that Midjourney can help with in terms of creating quick artwork that can be used probably in a video design or in a general random design. Sure, you understand? So Midjourney itself, to be honest, it's here to stay. Like I do say, AI tools are here to stay. The best you can do is to learn it and see how you can complement how it can complement your own work, right? You can't just assume that, oh, after probably 2 years, 3 years, it's going to fade away. No, it's not going to fade away. To be and you know, the funniest thing is there's a way you can now bring in your picture into AI, into this Discord, and then tell the AI that, okay, you know what, I want you to use, for example, this image of this lady, right? I want you to use my picture, merge my picture with this image. So it's going to give me something like me being in this figure. So it's very, very amazing. And so it makes work very, very easy for persons that probably want to create something very, very short and sharp, right? And yet very, very high quality. And so yeah, that's just what I can say. AI is here to stay. You just have to probably pick it up and learn, see how it benefits you, and you know, it doesn't stop your creativity. It doesn't, if you're a painter, it doesn't stop you from painting. What you can do is keep painting and yet also try out digital painting where you can bring in the idea you have and use AI to, you know, manifest it. Yeah, too much talk is not good. So we have this beautiful image, right? So we're going to open it in browser. So when we open it in browser, you can see this is the final piece. So we're going to save it. So let's just call it Daughter of Zion, because that's the name we are going to give it at the end of the day. So let's close this down, and we're going to go to our folder. You can see this is the file here. So let's start work immediately. Create a new canvas. For our width, we work with 4,000. For our height, we work with 4,500. We want something very, very good in terms of quality. For the background, let's work with black, and we'll create our work. All right, so this is our canvas, 4,000 by 4,005, right? So what we want to then do is bring in the image. Excuse me. Yeah, this is the image. We're going to just drag it down. Excuse me. And so we already have this here. I mean, like, look how amazing this is. It's just very, very dope, like very, very clean. So but at the end of the day, like I said, AI can give us what we want, right? So all we do is bring it to Photoshop and do our magic. So what I want is, I want to give it that crown, the edge, right? I want it to cover up the entire thing, so it's not just like cut off. So but before I can do that, I need to like separate it from the background. So let's go to select subject, and we'll allow AI on Photoshop also to help us with the selection, because I'm feeling a bit lazy tonight. So excuse me, sorry, pardon me. They just our holding company just took the light. So anyways, we're going to just continue. We're going to continue. So we're going to do I'm going to do this proper selection, right? So just give me 1 minute to select. All right, so we have been able to like select all the necessary parts, right? So what we're going to do is just make sure our cursor is on polygonal lasso tool, then now select and max. And so we have this amazing image. I'm going to add a bit of smooth, then I'm going to reduce the shift edge. I'm going to yeah, I think this is fine. Then we can decontaminate color and press OK. Alright, so now we have Daughter of Zion standing alone, like most Daughter of Zion in Valentine's Day. That's a joke, sorry. Anyways, we have this, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to find a way to just perform one magic. Just follow me. So the first thing is to reduce the size slightly. Hold down Alt, then reduce the size, bring it down. This one we are reducing in sizes so that the head can we can cut out what we want to cut out and properly place it. Properly place it. And so what we want to do then is I'm going to just select one area, just select a random area, then Ctrl J. We're going to say edge path. So let's zoom out slightly. So this is this part. So we are going to, so you get what I'm trying to do, just properly place it till we get the necessary necessary vibe. Excuse me. So Ctrl J to duplicate as well. Then we're going to invert the image, or we're going to flip the image horizontally so that this can come here. Right, now we already have two headgear. Then we're going to hit Ctrl J as well, then transform. We're going to slightly turn it, then bring it up here so we can have the perfect curve. Now if AI would not give us what we're looking for, Photoshop will give us tool to create what we're looking for. And so that's what I just did. So what we want to quickly then do is we're going to take the first layer, the second, the third layer, everything. You combine all the layers together, then you group them, you merge them together as one, right? Then before you do anything, duplicate this daughter of Zion, Ctrl J, and just keep it somewhere. And the reason why I always do this is whenever, if I'm designing and I probably make a mistake and I've gone so far and I can't probably edit that image again, I'll just go back to a sample or a copy of the image and I start from there. So now that we have this and this standing alone, we'll merge it together. So this layer and this layer, merge layers, so now they are alone together like this. Now when we have that, just call it daughter. Now what we want to then do is we are going to be using our tool, our spot alien brush tool, or we can use our patch tool to blend it properly. Now there's a way you can blend on patch tool that I just found out recently. Now before, whenever I'm using the patch tool, I just select and I drag, which works but not so well. So there's a way you can do it. You can just select, and instead of dragging, just keep pushing it forward. So as you're pushing forward, it automatically blends with wherever it is that you're going to. So for example, you won't just pick it. You understand? Like you won't just pick it and take it like this. No, you're going to just push, and it will work like that. Same thing with this. Just push. Automatically blends. That one is not it. As well as this side. So just so we're just going to do our best to properly get the air to flow well. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but we'll try our best to make sure that it looks fairly okay to some extent. Come down here. So just blend. Don't worry, any part that has an improper shadow movement and stuff, we always use our light and shadow to blend it properly. But for now, we'll just stick with what we have. And so some areas that have all this, we can then use your clone tool. This is your clone tool. Let's then hold down Alt and select the area that you want to clone. So when we select this hair, then you can clone the hair. Oh, sorry. Select the hair, you can clone the hair. So just take it gently, like so. You can see that you have to just take it really gently. or else you're going to destroy the whole thing. And so this is the power of cloning too. Then we can then finish it up with our spot healing brush, and just to blend it properly. And so we're going to just leave it here for now. First, let's apply some smudge. Don't worry, we still add some effects to all this, light and shadow and stuff. But you can see where we are. I mean, from this headless person to this, you can still see a bit of line here, and so let's just properly get that out of the way. Yeah. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, we have our character ready for some effects and stuff. So I'm going to bring it down here. So I want her to be like a form of I want to give her this goddess vibe, right? So eyes glowing, body removing lights, lightning, and all those things. But first, we need to get a background. And for instance, I've not really gotten any background, right? So we can either use Discord, that's Midjourney again. So let's go to Midjourney /imagine. So for that imagine, we are going to use let's just type fairy lightning background. Did I spell this lightning well? Let me check the spelling of lightning. Fine. Okay, this is lightning. All right, fairy lightning background. Then we can just pick some stuffs here, hyper detailed, hyper detailed. Then let's just pick this last one here and press enter. So we're going to just wait for this to work and to give us our. All right, so we've gotten something. I mean, it's not so cool, but I mean, I can just go with this number 4, right? So I'm just going to upscale number 4. That's still the only one I can go with, so I'll just go with it and add a bit of stuff. Now while that is loading, we are going to download what we call because I want it to be on a frame, like just like the way I did the Zeus design then, right? So let's go to our favorite PNG wing, and so let's look for gold frame. So we have some of this here. Let's look for one that is pretty cool. Do we want a circular frame? Let's use a circular frame. So let's use this frame. So we're going to quickly download this, right? Excuse me. I need to crack my head. 5.62 MB. Wow, that's large. So do the usual 7WG9. So while we are at it, let's just check for lightning. And so our render is ready. So just click on this, open in browser. This is how I get my image or my images. So very straightforward. So this is downloaded. So we have this lightning. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. So sometimes it's not always easy like this. Sometimes you spend several minutes trying to look for the perfect image. So sometimes you can get lucky and sometimes you might not get lucky. Anyways, let's just stick with what we have. Right? Yeah, let's stick with what we have. If we need any other time, we'll come back. So yeah, this is the design. Save. And so yeah, let's go back to Photoshop. We are going to bring this in as our background. So hold down Alt to properly zoom, to properly use your transform tool. Yeah, so we're good to go. Let's bring this behind, and as usual, it's background, so it has to be blurry. So Gaussian blur. Yeah, something like this. At the end of the day, we might even remove it. So bring in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place her inside the frame and make sure her head comes out, so it gives a very cool vibe, right? So let's just call this frame, and let's call this BG. Alright, so this is the frame. Now before you can put anything inside, you have to make sure there's a circle. So create a new layer, call it circle. Bring your circle to, where is it? Where are you? Yeah, this is it. Then hold down Shift and drag. Then you can place, oh, what am I doing? Then you can place it at the center like this. Then let's increase the width or the diameter or the radius, anyone. So now that we have this, we are going to put it behind the frame so that the frame has more width, right? And so we're going to bring in the lady. She's going to be inside the frame, so we're going to reduce the size, push it up slightly. Yeah, this is where we want to have it. So the first one comes here. We are going to Ctrl J to duplicate it. Let's turn off this first one. The second, the main layer, which is the daughter layer, just right click and create clipping marks to the circle, so it goes inside the circle, right? And that's what we want. Then turn on the original one, bring it up here to the top layer. Then create your marks. Then take your brush, make sure it is 100 and make sure it is black. Then brush out the parts that are not necessary. So just brush them out like this. So we're going to stop here. So now that we have this, we can then select everything, both the circle, the frame, and the character, and we can reduce it slightly, like so. Alright, so we have this, an amazing design, an amazing design. Now most times, sometimes those characters design where you see a celebrity's face in a very funny body, like the one I did for Adesua. This is usually the process I go through. I create the concept on Midjourney, or probably I just design it from scratch on Photoshop, then I take their face online and I manipulate. And so we need to have something inside this black circle. It can't just be black. So let's duplicate this background and bring it in as well. Yeah, something like this. You can see the effect. And so before we continue, we want to add a bit of good vibe. So we'll come down here, solid color. Let's look for this, the gold color, right? So we're just going to check out the one that works for us. I like this one. Now we are not going to stick with this though, but it's going to just add a bit of flair to it, just a bit of color to it. Nothing serious. Don't worry, we're going to still yeah, that gold vibe. Now I could have actually gone with you know, the what's it called, this, what's it called, saturation, but I think, yeah, the color is okay. We'll still be adding some other effect to it. So yeah, 3445. Now that we have that, right, then we can now start adding some effects. Now the first effect we want to add, right, is the lightning effect. So I'm going to just open this on another page, then select this part. This is the one I need. Ctrl J, then we're going to drag it in here. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, we'll go and look for another lightning effect. So I'm going to just do a bit of test run, usually screen or color dodge. So work with screen. Don't worry, we'll still change the color. Hue and saturation, I'm going to change the color to something similar to gold. Yeah, something similar to gold, like so. All right, so and we're going to add motion blur. Although there's already a bit of motion blur, but we're just going to add just a slight one. So let's just call this flash. Duplicate it. Ctrl J, duplicate. So we'll call it flash 2. And we're going to flip horizontally to the other side. Flip horizontally to the other side. And also flip vertically. Yeah, just like so. The reason why I'm putting it at the edge of the eye is because the eye itself, we are going to add a bit of glow. You understand? So, and that's why I'm just adding that. And so we have this. Now for the glow, for the eye glow, right? What we want to do is we can first create a new layer and call it eyes. Then we'll take our brush tool, reduce the size, and we're going to paint it a very light shade of gold. Yeah, something like this. So we're just going to paint like so. Just paint like so. This is not the actual glow, right? But we're just laying the foundation. Now, when we are exporting our work, we can do two copies where one has no glow and no light and no, it's just a simple character, while the other one has the old glow and stuff. So you can see how it is turning already. So the eyes, ensure it is in most cases I use what's it called? I use lightning, or yeah, I use screen or lightning, but that's not the effect itself. The effect itself is when you download a glow or you create a glow. But in this situation, first let's save our work. In this situation, I have a glue that I use. So daughter of Zion. Like I said, it's a very long tutorial, so you just bear with me. Anyways, there's a particular glue I use. I love the glue so much. I downloaded it from PNG Wing, and so you can check it out as well. This is its light glue. Bring it into Photoshop, and yeah, reduce it. Hold down Alt and reduce slightly. You can rasterize. Cortana, I did not call you. So the first thing you want to do is duplicate the glue, right? Turn off the first one. Now this other one, bring it to the back of the circle. That's inside, just like so. You can bring it here like so. Then screen. Yeah, screen is fine. The reason why we're doing that is so that it can have this, glowing effects coming from either the top or something. So it's not just plain background and stuff. Now for the eyes, we have to reduce it. After reducing it, you use your transform tool, hold down shift to disfigure this shape so you have something like this. And as well, you use screen, so you can increase the size a little bit so you can see what we have here. Yeah, something like this. Then duplicate and apply it to the other end, then flip horizontally so that it can properly stay just like so. And now we have an amazing character created using Midjourney and Photoshop. We are not done, but I mean this can pass as an amazing character, right? So yeah, we're going to stop here for now and quickly do the text. When we do the text, then we'll continue. So for the text, we're going to use this color. So we're going to create shift. Alright, so I'm back. I had to switch on the inverter. So yeah, let's quickly do the text. For our text, we'll just write daughter of Zion. So we're just going to increase this. This is a terrible font, by the way. Adobe Garamond, a very terrible font. So if you want to properly align it, just hold down the layer you want to align and scroll down to the end of your layer and hold down Control, then select. Then you come up here, you'd see centralize, and it will centralize. So very simple. And so the font we want to use is the same font I used in my previous design. It is called Erotic. Yeah, that's the name. Sorry, Erotic Trial, which is this. So we're going to use the bold version. So let's centralize it as well. So reduce the size. Get down. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we want to bring everything up. from the circle, we want to push it up slightly, like so. Yeah. Now we have this. We have this beautiful artwork. And so next thing we want to do is we want to start applying light, shadow, the basics. So the first thing we want to do is, since there's a light coming from behind her, there are going to be light rays on the edges of her body, right? Then also, because there's a light on her eyes, we are going to have ray of light around her face. So, but before we do that, we want to let's merge it together, right? Let's merge this whole circle thing together. And so to do that, we are going to we want to merge first. Before we merge, let's actually first apply the light effect to this cap and the rest. So that's the thing. Yeah, so let's first merge this circle together. Ctrl G. Let's call it circle design. Duplicate it, turn up the first one, merge the group of the second one. And the reason why we're doing that is so that we can easily edit. Oh, that would not work because there's already something I draw. Okay. Like I do say, it's just you're just flowing with your design and seeing what works. But yeah, I'm trying to see what we can do to avoid. Okay, we'll figure it out. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. So we have to release this clipping mask. We have to release it, and the reason why we're releasing it is we have to paint some light effect on her, and we can't paint it if she's inside the circle. So having released it, let's just create a layer mask. Not double layer mask. Create a layer mask. Now we can then take our brush. Then we'll brush out the part that is not needed. So ensure you properly brush out only the parts that are not needed. There's an easier way to do this. Why am I stressing myself? So just to do it easily, hold down Ctrl and click on the circle. Then come to your layer mask and press delete. Oh, sorry, not delete. You don't even need to press delete. Then take your brush and just brush out. No, David, what are you doing? Go to your select. So let me explain again, because it might be confusing. So what we want to do is we want to paint out this part of our body without it being inside the circle, without it touching the one inside the circle. So to do that, create a layer mask right on the daughter layer, then hold down Ctrl and click on the circle. So now that I have clicked on the circle, go to your select menu, then inverse the selection. Now that you have inversed it, ensuring that your layer mask is still selected, take your brush tool and paint out the ones that are not needed. So it won't affect other parts, it will only affect the ones that are outside. Very, very simple. Then you can deselect. Now that we have that, it's now easy for us to now add light and shadow to this particular layer. So light, create clipping mask. Then we can add our light to this. You remember that these are two different images, so anything we had here, we add it to this. So we add light. You can see that it's not going there because there are two different images. So whatever we had here, we add it to the other image as well. So having added this is the other image here. So it creates your light as well. Light. Then you add the lights as well. You see that it's ensure that your layer is clipped. So see that it affects this as well. And so that's one easy way to do that. You can see those edges. Those edges, we would use our blur tool to blur them out, but not now, probably when we are done with the entire design. So just paint out this part that would have lights and stuff. Don't have it too obvious, so just, yeah, this would definitely have light because there's a lightning bolt in front of our eyes. All right, so now that we have that, there's this gap here. So now that we have this, you can see the light effects, right? And so what we want to do is go to overlay. Same thing with this light here, overlay. And so we have this very, very subtle light. Same thing with the shadow. Create the layer attached to the image, call it shadow. Switch to black, then paint those areas that you know definitely would be a bit dark, which should not be so much because I think it's just these areas, just this down part. So soft light, then reduce the opacity like so. You can see that this light is not so obvious, so we can duplicate it and probably use we can use, yeah, let's just use overlay. Just want it to have this vibe. All right, so we are doing well, So the next one to do is add another layer, call it lightning effect, then attach it to this one because we want to add this lightning effect to the girl. So make sure your opacity is 100. You can just paint, you can just paint across like so. Just paint across like so. I mean, there's a form of light there, so that's to just show that lightning is there, kind of. And if it doesn't make sense, we'll just switch it off, kind of. So we have this, yeah, something like this, overlay. So let's add more light to that part. So we can duplicate as well. Make sure it is attached. Then we can reduce the opacity slightly. And so we have this. This is too much. This is too much. So for this, we just turn it to soft light. All right, so we have this that we have this amazing design already looking dope and stuff. So what else we want to do? We want to add some shade to this heart side. So let's just say shade. So just add some shade here somewhere you would we're going to use soft lights and we're going to reduce it. Yeah, something like this. All right, so now that we have this, we have like a very amazing design. And so the next thing we want to do is, what else can we do to this? Before I forget, always put your name like people do tell me. So I'm just going to write my name somewhere here, and Elzenitho manipulation. But instead of this, we'll just use a vertical new. We'll use the medium version, and we'll use white, and also we'll spread the text out. Then we can bring it somewhere here. Yeah, this looks okay. And so we have this amazing design, very beautiful, very awesome, dope, crazy. And so what else do you want to include? What else do you want to add? Okay, if we're not adding anything yet, so what we'll just do is this. We are going to take everything. Now this is our color field. We're going to bring it up here because it is to affect everything. I'm going to take everything from our shade to, don't pick your lightning glue, because if you merge your lightning glue as well, it will convert, it will change from screen to normal, and you don't want that. So we'll pick from shade to the circle and we'll group it into what we call character. Then we can duplicate it, close the first one and merge it. Now we have a singular image that, if I turn off, makes sense. So it is very easy for me now to apply the blur effect. So that's what we're going to do now. Our blur, and you know why we always add blur, aside the fact that it takes away the effects, it's also to help blend properly with the background, and so it doesn't look like it is just a cut-out image. I learned this from Rex Poster. There's one time he uploaded one of his tutorial videos. So I'm just going to take my time to just brush out the necessary parts. Just brush them out like that. All these ones need to be extremely blur because the amount of so we have this beautiful image. Now it looks cool. This is cool. This is very cool. Daughter of Zion. Oh my god. I think we should do something. Let's go to where in the Bible does it mention daughter of Zion? Zachariah 99. So let me quickly use my Bible to cross-check. Zechariah 9:9. Rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee, he is just. Okay, Zechariah 9:9. So what I want to do is I'm going to write out Zechariah 9:9. Just write it. Zechariah 9 verse, excuse me, 9 verse 9, but I'm going to use this font, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to place it, just at the top. So to do that, come down to this tool, your warp text tool. So let's choose a style. This is the style we're looking for, and we can either bend it like this or bend it like this. Well, I think this is okay. You can distribute like this, well, 0 is okay. So anyways, this is what we want. Let's use bold. Zechariah 9:9. Let's change the color to the good color we have. And so we're going to have it as should we use overlay or soft light? Let's use color dodge. Now we're going to rasterize it. Color dodge. Let me see if I can reduce it and it will still make sense. Yeah, it still makes sense. So we're going to just see if we can play around with something. Let's play around with something. I don't know. I'm not sure if I just want to see if something can work. Okay, it works. Yeah, those the way some people just have text, the way some people have text going around something, just to give you this kind of cinematic vibe, right? So that's what I'm hoping to achieve here. Let me zoom in to be sure that it's giving the original vibe I want. Okay, let's try soft light overlay. Oh, okay, let's try this particular tool, blending option. Don't worry, we're running off now. So we would have to, it's a 2-part video. This first one is going to be the design itself. So in the next part, we're going to be going into Filmora to animate. So but first, let me apply bevel, contour. I didn't call it, it's contour I called. Stroke, no, not stroke, inner shadow, no. I want to see if it would make sense. There's this way I designed Didn't work out. Anyways, we'll just stick with what we have. So copy, copy layer marks, copy text. I mean, then we're going to paste it on this as well. Paste layer style. So use overlay. Now you might not be able to see the effect, but the effect is more or less like this. Okay, it's not showing well, but we'll just leave it. We'll stick to this one at the top. Yeah, we'll leave it at this one at the top. Even this one at the top, I want it to be very subtle. Not that subtle, but I think we would have to reduce it a little bit. Yeah, something like this. All right. So this is where we will be rounding off. We've done a lot. So finally, let's add our usual color lookup to make it sweet. Now you have to be careful that your color lookup does not make it spots like this. This is terrible. So like this also is okay. This is still fair, but what we're looking for is something that will bring out the effect more, something like this. So we still need to reduce it, like this. Yeah. Daughter of Zion. All right, so I'm not going to do so much. Let's just add a bit of curves. Let's add a bit of curves as well. All right, so select the first layer, select the last layer, Control Shift Alt E, and we have a singular image. Then we'll go to filter, camera raw filter. So in the next episode, we're going to be animating this character, just adding some effect, flowing and all that. We're going to be doing that. So we're going to use our camera raw filter to finalize the work, and we're going to save. Right. So here is our camera raw filter. Still loading. Let me just turn off this. Currently working on a brand identity project, a fictional project, so I'll also be sharing that as well. So but yeah, this is it. So first off, we'll go to our exposure. Want to add, this is fair. Reduce the contrast, increase the highlights to some extent, shadow, that is too much, not too much, or something like this. So let's see if we can add some amazing texture. So you don't want the texture to be too much, right? But just a little bit of texture. The clarity, let's see if it would. Yeah, I love this clarity. Photoshop, one thing about Photoshop is you just have to do a bit of trial and error when it comes to composition. Yeah, let's reduce the texture, increase the clarity. Then let's increase this a bit, then increase vibrance just a bit so that we have that. And so lastly, I mean, at some point I sometimes I like adding sharpening, or if it's too much it will not in right. Let me show you what I mean. Look at the sharpening. This is before and this is after. Man, I'm sticking with it, but not too much. Yeah, I'm sticking with this. It's very, very dope. All right, press OK, and we are good to go. Now, if you watch this said, you should be easy for you to create something as amazing as this. Very, very easy. Now, I mean, Midjourney made it very easy for us, but we had to do a lot of work when it comes to manipulating the whole thing, you know, changing the hair gear and all those things. But yeah, I mean, it came out very, very amazing. And yeah, I believe we love our work because we did it together. And so, one thing is this: when you're working on yours, please tag me so I can see. You know, it's always a bit of an inspiration where I see people, you know, watch my tutorial video and try it out. So yeah, if this resonates with you, give me a like, comment, you know, subscribe, and please share. I would love to get to probably like 500 subscribers by for my birthday, April 19th. And so yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to see you. The next tutorial video is going to be on the animation part of this, adding a bit of effect, you know, just making sure it moves okay, you know, just somehow. So yeah, see you next